The gentlewoman from Texas, Ms. Johnson, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I ask unanimous consent to address the House for 5 minutes to revise and extend my remarks.
Without objection.
Mr. Speaker, I rise in complete outrage, not just in opposition to this Republican budget bill. Behind the talking points, behind the smug press conferences, buried deep in the fine print, it's all there. 13.7 million Americans will lose their health care, and millions of families will see their food assistance taken away. That's not my opinion. Those are the numbers from the Congressional Budget Office. So when Republicans tell you, don't worry, no one's losing coverage, or we're not cutting SNAP, understand they are lying to you and they know it. This bill is so shameful that they're moving forward at 1 a.m. in the morning tonight, in the dead of night. Why? Because they hope you're asleep. They don't want you paying attention. They don't want you to know what they're in fact truly doing. They hope you are not watching, and they hope no one notices until it is too late. But Texans are paying attention, and I'm here to sound the alarm on this outrageous bill. In Texas, over 5 million people depend on Medicaid, children with disabilities, working moms, aging parents in nursing homes. These cuts will lead to fewer doctors, longer wait times, hospitals closing, and yes, people will die because they can't get the care that they need. Let me tell you about Stephanie, a mom from Richardson, Texas. Her son was born with spina bifida. His entire life depends on the care they get through an emergency Medicaid waiver, his equipment, his treatment, his survival. And Republicans in this chamber will take that care away from Stephanie's 11-year-old son. And for what? Why are we doing this? Why are we causing so much pain across so many families in this country who depend for basic needs so that Trump and his friends can have a huge tax cut? The other thing that is deeply concerning is we have an incredibly large deficit. And all the Republicans peacock around parading about how atrocious the deficit is. But this bill is going to add $4 trillion to the deficit. It is not conservative. It is not principled, financially prudent, responsible legislation. It is outrageous and borderline criminal against the people of this country. And let's talk about food assistance. 1 in 7 Texans rely on SNAP. At a time when Trump's tariffs have made groceries more expensive than ever, Republicans want to take food off the tables of families who are just trying to get by. This isn't about fiscal responsibility. It's about cruelty. It's about choosing hedge fund managers and people like Elon Musk over hungry kids. Hungry kids. Budgets are moral documents, and this one being put up by House Republicans is morally bankrupt. I will not be voting for a bill that abandons families like Stephanie's and lets kids go hungry, that sells out our most vulnerable neighbors just to pay for another tax break for those who definitely do not need one. And if you're a member of this body who claims to care about life, liberty, or your own constituents, you should not vote for it either. Because if you show me your budget, I'll show you your values. And Republicans have made their values crystal clear. They value a handful of wealthy people in this country over the millions of hardworking families who depend on their United States government. And with that, I yield back.
The chair recognizes the gentlewoman from Illinois, Ms.